Randall, they're on their feet, they're ready to go, and off we go with a low line drive kick. Garendo takes it down around the 1-yard line. Finds a seam. Garendo out near midfield before he's finally shoved out of bounds. A great start for the Wisconsin Badgers. Braelon Allen in the backfield, who is off to a tremendous start this season, and they go right to him. And look at that second effort. And we expect to see a lot of Braelon Allen against a New Mexico State defense that has struggled to stop the run through 3 ball games. There is one change, and you may have seen it. Right tackle Riley Ballman, who would be the starter, is out again with an injury. So Logan Brown gets the start on the right side of the line as Allen gets the second carry. And they're going to say he's just a bit short, it appears, as you get New Mexico State's defense here. And another run right up the middle. There he goes. Braelon Allen's gone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. 39 yards. Extra point good. By the way, normal kicker Vito Calvaruso is out with a leg injury. Jonathan Brady with a fair catch for the Aggies. There's pressure right away. He is able to complete it. Sean Meta, one of those new inside linebackers. When I say new, he's been around, but first year starting here with all the turnover that Wisconsin had on defense. And the Badgers get pressure again, and they force Pavia to just throw that one errantly and bring up a 3rd down and 4. Pavia on 3rd down and 4, pressure again. And he throws it in the direction of Jonathan Brady, incomplete. Flag does come out here, back by where Pavia was dropped, so this may be against Wisconsin.
Personal foul, roughing the passer with targeting. Defense number 95, 15-yard penalty in the previous spot, automatic 1st down.
But you noticed, it was very evident, we talked about how that offensive line might struggle to contain Wisconsin. Well, we'll get the call here.
There is no foul for targeting on the play. Number 95 may remain in the game. The 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer is still enforced. 1st and 10, New Mexico State.
That's the thing to remember. That 15-yard penalty does stay intact.
Right, and that's the right call, too. It certainly was roughing. The question was the targeting component present in there? Certainly not. And it's great that you don't lose Benton out there on the football field. He's necessary for his leadership. He's got to be careful, though. I know you want to make sure that you can get a hit on the quarterback, but you got to be smart about it.
Even if they wanted to remove the roughing the passer call, you cannot do that. It's 15 yards. They can only review the targeting. So the football goes out to the 46-yard line. But on all 3 plays, Wisconsin's defense has been able to penetrate through and put pressure on the quarterback, Diego Pavia. The junior this time keeps it, and he's dragged down in the backfield by the man who just got freed up to continue in this game, Keanu Benton, for a loss of 3. Inside run, and just not able to get any push. 3rd down and 11. They will try to run it up the middle, and going to be well shy of the line to gain. Only a 4-yard pickup for Jamani Jones, the sophomore out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And the Aggies will punt the football. Getting the punt away, Josh Carlson. And Dean Ingram, the son of offensive coordinator Bob Ingram, with a fair catch upon a 44 yards. Another tote for number 0. And look at him just evading tacklers. Wisconsin on the opening drive had a 39-yard touchdown run by Braelon Allen. Now they have the football back after getting a stop defensively. And on the outside, Hayden Rucci, the tight end, with his 3rd catch of the season. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. Paul Chris said the early returns have been there is improvement. But here he hands it off for a 2-yard run by Braelon Allen. 2nd down and 8. flips it outside, staying on his feet. Another opportunity for Rucci. So Rucci, 2 catches combined in the last 2 games. He has 2 on this drive, 9 yards there. Chez Malusi's out there now in the backfield. Here's his first touch of the afternoon. Out to the 45. What a 1-2 punch. You got Braelon Allen. Remember, last year was kind of reversed. Chez Malusi started, then he had the injury, and now Braelon Allen the lead back, and Malusi comes in as number 2. Malusi tore his left ACL against Rutgers last year on November 6th, but he bounced back with a rehab and has been good so far this season as he gets tripped up shy of the marker, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 2. 9 plays so far for the offense, 7 of them runs, but this will be a pass on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. Mertz had Chimere Dike open. Now you see Graham Mertz now pleading to go for this on 4th and 2. Andy Vunovich, 3rd-year starter and punter, boots it away. And trying to keep it out of the end zone, but he cannot. Ingram tried to slap it back. But right now, Wisconsin up 7-0. Second drive of the game for the Aggies. And it's going to be a handoff to Star Thomas. Play fake. Pavia is going to take a shot here. Some hand fighting and a one-handed interception for Ricardo Holman, the redshirt freshman.
Man, that is an absolutely crazy play down the field. New Mexico State thought they were going to try to take a shot. When you get into single coverage, you have to make the play as a defender. A one-handed interception is one of the top plays that you can make. And you're going to see some physicality here on both sides. A little hand fighting, maybe a little bit of a grab there. But to get your eyes around, make sure that you can locate the ball and then control it with one hand. Oh my gosh, that is an absolutely crazy play.
Now Cordell David, the intended target, was looking around for interference. He may have had a claim, but you're right. Either way, what a fantastic catch.
You know, as a defensive guy, I tend to want to overlook some of the defensive penalties, but there certainly was some grabbing going on in there.
So the Badgers get it right back. And there's the big back, Braelon Allen. Swallowed up quickly by Trevor Brohard, but he still picked up 4 yards. Third down, another short run. Mertz is going to go to the air, or he's going to try to, but Chris Ojo, the leader of that defense, gets in there and drops him for a key sack to bring up 4th down. He led the Aggies last year with 5 sacks. He gets his first of the season right there, and that forces the punt. Vunovich angles it toward the corner, and it goes out of bounds. New Mexico State begins this drive just inside the 20, and a design run. Not fooled. C.J. Getz gets in there. The senior drops Pavia for a loss. 2nd and 11, handing it off. And Jamani Jones lowers the shoulder. That'll bring up 3rd down. Now remember, a defense that lost 8 starters from a season ago trying to get off the field here on 3rd and 6. Here's pressure. Pavia hit as he releases it, incomplete. Daryl Peterson, one of those young guys, a redshirt freshman, came in there to disrupt the play. And you saw that list of all the players that departed from last season, and several of those guys now on NFL rosters, as Dean Ingram is quickly taken down to the ground. See if they can bounce back here. Handoff, and it will be Malusi this time. Chez Malusi out across midfield. After the big Malusi carry, they'll set up play action. Mertz with a beautiful spiral, but out in front of Chimere Dike. Second time Mertz and Dike have not been able to connect. 23rd start today for Mertz. 14-8 as a starter in his Wisconsin career. Going to turn around, hand it off. Malusi makes a man miss, and to the 30-yard line. Already 40 yards for the senior Malusi, who started his career at Clemson. Another carry here for him. Already 103 rushing yards for Wisconsin. Here's the number 3 back, Isaac Garendo. And a solid carry for the senior from Clayton, Indiana. But back and healthy. The 17-yard run there. He's in the backfield again, and he'll get the carry once more. Right up the gut. stopped shy inside the 5-yard line. And that will take us down to the end of the first quarter. They'll hand it off instead. Diving forward, touchdown. As Ches Malusi gets across for the Badgers.
There's any way they could overturn it.
Again, a walk-on kicker today, and Gavin Lum is kicking off because the man who normally does the kickoffs, Jack Van Dyke, is also out with a leg injury. So both of the kickoff and kick field goal specialists are out today for Wisconsin. But Lum showing a good leg, 6 yards deep, and it rolls out of the back of the end zone. New quarterback is Gavin Frakes. We told you you'd probably see both of them. So Pavia is out. Frakes' first pass is a good one, but it's incomplete. Now he comes in today in the second quarter as the backup. And lets it go, a little unorthodox throw in the direction of Cordell David, incomplete, 3rd and 10. Here on 3rd and 10, they're off to run it, but the pressure from Wisconsin's defense is too stout, and leading the way none other than the star defender, Nick Herbig, the preseason All-American. Yeah, the it factor, that's what they discuss, how neat it's been to see him just dominate from day one coming on campus as a starter. And his play just continues to get stronger and stronger. Fair catch, but wait a minute here. Dean Ingram was interfered with. So the flags come flying out.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, kicking team. Hitting the player after the play had ended. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Swinging it out, DK. That's his first catch, and making a face mask on the end of this as well.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 6. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, automatic first down.
And a clear there against Cyrus Dumas, the cornerback. Going to the air again, Mertz setting it up, drops it off. And another first down. Jackson Aker, the fullback. First touch of the season for Aker, who replaces a talented fullback in John Chanel, who graduated after last year. And now they hand it off to Braelon Allen, who tries to bounce it outside. And man, is he tough to bring down at 235 pounds. Mertz straight drop to pass, looking for the end zone. Touchdown! Keontez Lewis, the UCLA transfer. Lum filling in during the kickoffs, and Brady bobbled that one, and because of it, only gets it out to the 11. Probably should have gone down to a knee for a touchback, but bad field position as we check in with Rick again. If there was any issue down there, as this pass by Frakes is incomplete in the direction of Chris Bellamy. Their only completion came on the first snap for them on offense. Having not completed a pass since, Gavin Frakes, the true freshman, running for his life. He's in some serious trouble, being chased by Peterson, and almost threw the interception. Jay Shaw, the UCLA transfer, had his hands on it. Would have been something. His buddy that transferred with him from UCLA just had the touchdown catch, and Shaw almost had the pick to follow it up. Shaw also had an interception last week, nearly another one there. Instead, 3rd and 10, and we have flags flying. They might not have gotten the snap off.
Prior to the snap, delay game, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
3rd and 15. Frakes from the end zone, popped in the air, and intercepted. John Mehta down to the 1-yard line. The first career interception for the junior Muma John Mehta. So that sets the Badgers up beautifully. Braelon Allen looking for his second touchdown of the game, but he's going to be tripped up at the 1-yard line. See the fullback anchor in there. Allen, second effort. No signal. Still no signal. Touchdown. 3 touchdowns in the last 3:39 to blow this thing open here in the second quarter. And Van Zelt's doing his part. First 4 points of his Wisconsin career as he's converted all of his PATs. Again, they talked about turning that frustration into points and production on the field, and they've done that.
An opportunity as well. Paul Chris has talked about how this game presents opportunity for a lot of guys. That interception for Jean Meta is just one example.
And here's a run by Star Thomas. He was one of your impact players. 9-yard gain, and that's something that they have not been able to do, is get good production in the ground game.
Yeah, he's able to come downhill, shed a tackle from Torchio, pick up some extra yards. Solid run.
His first year after 1 season at Coffeyville Community College in Kansas, and they'll call his number again. Second effort, picks up the first down. Look at this. A strong run by the 225-pound back out of Homer, Louisiana. And this handoff to Jamani Jones going nowhere. 2nd and 11. Trying to set up a screen, but just nothing there. And Pavia throws it into the dirt, and it'll bring up 3rd and 11. Diego Pavia, as the pocket collapses, he is taken down all the way back inside the 25-yard line. Brings up a 4th and 29. And a fair catch inside the 40. School record 119 wins for Alvarez. Now Paul Chris heads up the program, and Graham Mertz is able to connect with Skyler Bell. First catch for the redshirt freshman who they call Juice. Ches Malusi off the right side and takes it on the edge of the red zone. Malusi this time on the other side of the field. Stiff arm. And it's going to be 1st and goal, Wisconsin.
I mean, that's a good run right there. You're not seeing anything to the interior of the offensive line. You keep bouncing it out, and then you have a man on the edge to beat. Give him a nice stiff arm. Great target right there. Gets a hand right on the helmet. That is actually something that you can practice. I would put this on the clinic tape. That was a really good rep on that stiff arm.
See, he kind of working out that right shoulder after he fell on the sideline, so they're going to take a look at Ches Malusi. The torn ACL last year, missed spring ball, took him most of the summer to get healthy. Hopefully he's okay, but right now Allen gets the carry. Allen angling for the pylon, but he'll be tripped up a couple of yards shy. Got the fullback anchor in front of Allen. Allen runs right behind him. 3 first-half touchdowns for Braelon Allen. Remember, they only scored 14 points in the entire game last week. They've scored 28 in the second quarter alone.
Football in 60 is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the playbook on home loans, Rocket can.
Fair catch. So Ches Malusi went into the tent. Let's get an update. Rick, what's the latest?
Well, Ches Malusi just a moment or two ago came out of that medical tent. He spent 3 or so minutes in there stretching out that shoulder. Medical staff was asking him to kind of extend it as far as he could. Injury happened right in front of me on the sideline. He went down. You could hear the audible grunt as he kind of landed awkwardly. But as he came out, he did tell his teammates, "I'm good to go, no big deal."
Another look at it, but in a game like this, you wonder if they'll even bother running him back out there.
I mean, I wouldn't risk it. You shouldn't take the reps on it. It's already hard enough for running backs, as much contact as they take. So, you know, certainly not worth the risk in this one.
Meanwhile, this Aggie offense trying to get something going. Faking the handoff, and Pavia is going to be stacked up a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to run up the middle, a few yards for Thomas, but not enough. I mean, Jim Leonhard, 39 years of old, the defensive coordinator, and they always say that, look, this guy's going to be a head coach. A lot of the Badger fans hoping it'll be here whenever Paul Chryst time is up. There were even some rumors nationally after Scott Frost got let go last week that maybe he would be the next Nebraska head coach, but he said this week when asked about that, he said, I am comfortable here. He did say, I'm not saying this is where I'll be the rest of my life, but I love this place. I'm from here. I love the people, so I'm not in the rush to jump from here that some people assume that I am.
Nor should he be.
Yeah.
What he's done here has been remarkable. A high standard, great players, and he's done a heck of a job coaching them up. He cemented his name as a player. You come back, you develop a bunch of really good guys who have made awesome contributions here at Wisconsin on the next level. I don't see the rush in getting out of here.
Yeah, he was a guy who came here, Jim Leonhard, from Ladysmith, Wisconsin. And he came as a walk-on. Not much was he was a triple option quarterback in high school. He became a 3-time All-American, went on to have a 10-year career in the NFL, and now just keeps building these great Wisconsin defenses. Skylar Bell, a 4-yard reception on first down. Now Allen back out there. Braelon Allen tiptoeing. What a run. Sidestep Dylan early at the end of that for a couple of extra yards. So that run will be voided out. Mertz out of the gun. Mertz, beautiful ball right down the seam into the hands of Clay Cundiff, and the tight end takes it down to the 14-yard line. Big 47-yard gain there for him. Mertz, another throw, it's intercepted. Cyrus Dumas picks it off. So Graham Mertz, who had hit 6 straight, a bad throw there, and it's intercepted. And now movement up front here with 2:58 left in the first half.
Snap infraction, offense, number 56, half the distance to the goal, first down.
That is not a misprint, 15 yards of offense. Wisconsin 3-11. Looking for a little space and providing that space and then some. Start Thomas. First down. Pavia throws complete. How about that? Back-to-back first downs. Pavia. That one is dropped. David, they're going to say incomplete. Get another peek at it. He had it for a second. Jordan Turner was there to disrupt him, and now David is hobbling. Pass complete. So finally this New Mexico State offense is starting to find some rhythm. J.J. Jones with his second catch of the game. Down around a minute remaining. Pressure from Herbig again. He almost got there. Pavia is able to escape and step out of bounds in front of Darrell Peterson. Second down and 8. Over the middle, ball is popped in the air. How about Kamoi Latu, Nick Herbig's best friend, who he played with in high school there in Hawaii. Hit so hard he popped his own helmet off.
I mean, Latu coming downhill right there on the pass. You want to make sure as a defensive back.
There's Herbig again, but able to complete the pass. As the Aggies going to the outside to find Bryce Childress. First time today that New Mexico State had converted on third down, and now a pretty good first down run by Star Thomas. Well, they have all 3 timeouts. 60 yards on this drive, and now they're going to try a reverse. Lamonte Watkins down inside the red zone before he is brought down by Caden Johnson. 25-24 clock ticking here. Diego Pavia rolls and throws it into the ground, incomplete. Off the play fake, going for the end zone. Incomplete, no flag. They say the coverage was good. Justice Powers, the intended target. Handoff, they will run it. And now we'll see what Jerry Kill elects to do. Does he want to try to at least get 3? He's 1 for 3 this season on field goal attempts for the junior. And that kick is no good. So Wisconsin defense continues to pitch a shutout here. So now Wisconsin will just take a knee. And thanks to 28 second quarter points, it is 35-0 Badgers at the break. A pretty complete first half. New Mexico State will receive. At the end of the second quarter, they had a chip shot field goal to try to break the goose egg, but could not do it. Diego Pavia hands it off to Jamani Jones, and Jones with a little push. Program that is trying to build anything. They're just 8-33 since the start of the 2018 season. In a rebuilding phase for sure, a continued rebuilding phase, but looking good here to start the third quarter. Jamani Jones, who came in averaging just 2.5 yards a carry, picks up 12 there. This time Pavia wants to go to the air, and he's able to complete it out near midfield to Cordell David. Or rather, Jonathan Brady, the true freshman out of Vegas. Here come the flags, and this is going to be on the offense.
Full start. Offense, number 51. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
You see that flinch over there on the offensive line. Those guys up front got to hold their water. Their advantage is they know what the snap count is. Can't make those types of mistakes.
Vaipulu, the true freshman, getting an opportunity to start today. And he commits New Mexico State's 5th penalty of the afternoon. We talked about Wisconsin cleaning up their penalties. 11 last week, only 2 so far in this ball game.
I thought it was a clean first half.
2nd and 6. Pavia, diving attempt, but incomplete beyond the outstretched arms of Bryce Childress. 3rd and 6, pressure, and the pass incomplete. Trying to get it out to Jordan Parker, the redshirt junior, and they will have to punt the football. Jim Leonard's defense doing it again. And now the punting unit, Josh Carlson, gets this away. Ingram, fair catch at the 18. Meanwhile, 35-0. And the Badgers looking to add to it. Their first drive of the third quarter starts with a run by Braelon Allen. I didn't even know if they would bother putting Braelon Allen back out there after the big first half he had, the huge lead. He does get 2 yards there. He's got 5 touchdowns already this season, 3 today. Mertz underneath, and that is complete to the tight end, Clay Cundiff. He is roommates of Graham Mertz, and they have a special connection. Off the play fake. Mertz under pressure. He's going to tuck it and slide. He's pleading for a late hit, and they will get the penalty flag coming down.
Personal foul, late hit with targeting. Defense number 22. Previous play is under further review. After further review, there is no foul for targeting on 22. He may remain in the game. However, the penalty for the late hit will still be enforced. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down, Wisconsin.
They'll hand it off and go right up the middle, and that's Ches Malusi. So, as Rick reported, they said he would be cleared to return, and they do give him a carry here, and he picks up 3 yards. Mertz to the air. Wide open. Caught. Skyler Bell. See you later. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Van Zels for the extra point, and the walk-on kicker remains perfect today. Got to feel good for Bell, who battled a hamstring injury last year, was never fully healthy, only played 14 snaps at the end of the year, and now gets his first career touchdown. Another kickoff through the end zone for Gavin Lum. Lost last week against Washington State, dropping them to 1-1. Start Thomas hit the backfield. Another tackle for loss here. Just going nowhere. James Thompson, Preston Zachman there. Loss of 3. Purdue a non-conference loss today at Syracuse. That pass is wide of the target. If it wasn't wide, Mumajong Meta may have had another interception. Getting a fingertip on that maybe, or did he get that away clean? Either way, it's only going out to the 50-yard line.
A lot more touchdowns and interceptions in those last handful of games. A quarterback who can deliver a strike like that into a coverage window that's extremely tight.
Yeah, they said he is a film junkie, and his work ethic has really gained the respect of his teammates. Going to get another opportunity here. And the pass is caught. It's another touchdown for Scott Bell. And for Graham Mertz, his 3rd touchdown.
Football in 60 is presented by Rocket Mortgage. For the playbook on home loans, Rocket can.
True freshman Gavin Lum to kick it off again. Tell you what, he may be the backup kickoff guy, but he's been pretty good. Jerry Kill in his first year now at New Mexico State. In fact, Jerry Kill was the Big Ten Coach of the Year when he was heading up the Gophers in 2014 when he led them to an 8-5 campaign. But his team today just overmatched. 2nd down and 8. Pressure and hit as he released it, but Pavia did get rid of it and is able to find Tomas Whitford rather, for a short gain. They were most previously a part of the Sun Belt Conference from 2014 to 2017. They're a little friendly fire as Ingram gets knocked down by Tatum Grass. Isaac Garindo in the backfield, and they will hand it to Garindo. And he's going to get a couple of yards. Last year he was the Wisconsin Associated Press Player of the Year. Here he flips it out to Ingram. This is only Wisconsin's third down of the game. Hit as he throws. Burkett lets it fly. What an adjustment by Dean Ingram. Used to be a quarterback, switched to wide receiver. His dad is now the offensive coordinator, and he has a 37-yard catch. And there is Dad Bobby in his first year as the offensive coordinator. Of course, Bobby was a 3-time All-American receiver himself at Penn State. Went on to have a 14-year career in the NFL at that position. And that was his son Dean's first catch in a Wisconsin uniform. And now Garindo almost broke that as he got inside the 20 to the 19.
Going back to Bobby Ingram, one of the things that stands out to me, your guy who played wide receiver, did it for a long time in the NFL. You become an offensive coordinator, but one of the reasons that he was attracted to this job here at Wisconsin is because of what the offensive identity has been, which is running the ball, play action passing, moving the pocket a little bit. And for a guy who's a wide receiver, you would think that his paradigm would be totally different. And he embraces what this is, also with some new ideas and some route concepts that are impressive.
Garindo around the corner, into the end zone. And they will say that he got in, but wait, a flag is down back at the line of scrimmage, so hold up here.
Holding. Offense, number 82. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Remains first down.
We're 2 minutes and 24 seconds from one of the great traditions. Jump around here at the end of the third quarter. As Burkett throws complete inside the 5. And look who it is again. It's the younger Ingram, Dean Ingram. He's saying, keep feeding me. 3 completions by Burkett have all gone to Dean Ingram. Now Guerrero up the middle, and he will polish the drive off with a touchdown. And now 5 rushing touchdown by 3 different players in this game. Allen with 3, Malusi with 1, and Isaac Guerrero joins the party. Gavin Frakes back into the game at quarterback. And he flips it outside to Bryce Childress. That was Frakes' first completion of the day, 1 for 6, and now they return to the ground for a short run. 3rd down and 5, and flipping it outside, Frakes incomplete as he tried to get it to Tim Gans, who is coming for the first time at running back. So another punt for the New Mexico State Aggies. Dean Ingram back to receive the punt, and a fair catch out near the 35-yard line. Flag comes in around midfield.
After the play was over, personal foul, late hit, receiving team, number 34, 15-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10, Wisconsin.
Well, that's on Jackson Aker, the fullback, who also makes appearances on special teams. New quarterback, so just 1 drive for the true freshman Miles Burkett, and now Deacon Hill, the redshirt freshman from Santa Barbara, California, comes in there and turns around and hands it off, and that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. '24th year of jump route, started back in '98. What a tradition. Guerrero tackled in the backfield. Good play by DJ McCullough, although a flag does come in near the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul, chop block on the offense, number 67 and 61. Half the distance to the goal. 2nd down.
Deacon Hill, the quarterback, and he's in some trouble, and he's going to be taken down back around the 5-yard line. That's his first punt since the 1st quarter. We'll see if he's rusty. He's a veteran, 3rd-year starter, who last season set the school record in yards per punt at just under 47 yards a kick, and here he angles it out of bounds. Flag comes in here. Going to take a shot, and they got it. Open downfield. And extending, did he get in? No. They're going to say J.J. Jones is down at the 1. 56-yard play, but we will wait for the flag.
Holding. Offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 1st down.
And New Mexico State, just when they thought they had something positive to cling to, it's wiped out. New Mexico State today, just 8 first downs and 9 punts. More punts than first downs.
Wow.
As Frakes outside the pocket, that is intercepted. Bounces off and into the hands of Jake Chaney.
I mean, this is another really impressive defensive play.
First career pick for Chaney. And Burkett actually came back in at quarterback, so Burkett and Deacon Hill, the 2nd and 3rd QBs, alternating drives here. But he turns around and hands it off. But should something happen to Graham Mertz, they want to find out who's next in the pecking order, but they really like this true freshman.
And you can see why. A couple of the throws on the drive that he was in previously, I thought resonated. It felt like a solid command of the offense, although it's difficult to tell in these situations, but I think you're right. One of the things that's not talked about enough, especially when you have a quarterback that you're still trying to build consistency with, is what does your contingency plan look like? And so today, again, a great opportunity for that.
I mentioned that he went to Franklin High School in this state, Miles Burkett. Led them to a state title last year, 14-0, and their final game in the state championship right here at Camp Randall, so he got a sneak preview.
Nice little taste of the atmosphere.
And he was fantastic in that game and actually became the first in-state quarterback to earn a scholarship out of high school here since 2003. It had been a while. Keeping it on the ground, Garindo, first down and more. Isaac Garindo, touchdown. Second of the game. He won state titles in 3 different track events in high school in Indiana. And you look at him like 225 pounds. He's probably not that fast, more of a power guy. No, he can run.
He's got wheels.
He can run. Fair catch at the 1-yard line. Their backs have done it all today. All 3 over 70 yards, and all 3 have scored. Off the play fake, Gavin Frakes throws and completes that to Chris Bellamy. Nice catch along the sideline.
It's a heck of a catch.
First and 10 up the middle and a solid run. Back to Gans, first down. Mexico State trying to mount a drive here at the 40. And they'll go with Gans again up the middle. You just look at some of the names out there. They're getting beyond the 2 deep on that Wisconsin defense. An opportunity for some guys that don't normally get time, that might not get a lot of time the rest of the season, to shine here in the 4th quarter.
This is big. I don't know if people understand how hard reps are to come by, even in practice. So for the young players or the guys who typically aren't in rotation to get out there and actually get a taste of some game action against people they don't know is extremely valuable. It pays dividends down the line.
Breaks off the play fake. Going way downfield, and he hauled that in. I think he did. What a catch by Jordan Parker. Parker, former JUCO All-American, and now he's got him at the 1-yard line. Handoff, fighting up the middle, and he's in. Amonte Watkins, the TCU transfer, gets New Mexico State on the scoreboard. Jerry Kill was at TCU last year as a special assistant, and that's where Watkins was. And when he went to New Mexico State, he took Watkins with him. And next week we get a peek at Minnesota and Michigan State. Be a very interesting contest to watch in East Lansing. That one will be right here on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. And a first opportunity for Julius Davis. He's the 4th running back on the depth chart for the Badgers. 4th-year junior from this state who had 21 carries last year and getting a chance here in the middle of the 4th quarter. Miles Burkett back in at quarterback, and they're going to give him an opportunity to throw it. And he drops it in there beautifully. Really nice pass to Jalen Franklin, the senior tight end, for a gain of 21. He is confident out there. First and 10. Handoff, and Julius Davis takes it into enemy territory. And the sky continues to be the limit for the running back room. Davis, a guy who came here in 2019, had a core injury from the senior year of high school, so he didn't play. 2020, just 1 carry. Last year, they got him into the mix a little bit. He played the last 5 games due to some injuries that they faced in tailback. But just tough with all the good running backs ahead of him, Allen, Malusi, and Garindo. But he's had a good run on the previous play, and now here he gets a gain of 4. Another chance. And down to the 9. Miles Burkett at the last second is just going to get rid of it before he's chucked out of bounds. Starting kicker Vito Calvaruso, who struggled last week, missed 2 field goals in the loss to Washington State. He re-aggravated a leg injury a couple of days ago in practice. So that opened the door for Van Zelst from Glenview, Illinois, just north of Chicago. And he's taken full advantage. He is perfect. 27-yarder up and good. I mean, Rick, come on. You got to take him up for me here, right? I could do 66 push-ups.
Brandon, it's not just the 66. He did 66, and before that he did 63, and before that he did 56. You start to do the math, you're talking about like 185 push-ups. So after the fact that there's no chance you make your flight home tonight, we'll go back to the hotel, and I want to see you bang out 185, and I'll give you the full 15 minutes that it took Bucky to do them.
I don't even need 15 minutes. I think it's easy, and I think Bucky's form was poor. I'll show him how the correct form is done, too.
That is so critical. Having been an athlete myself like Bucky is right now, I couldn't disagree with you more. That's a difficult feat. I can't believe it.
And it is pretty humid, and he's got that outfit on. He's done 318 total push-ups today, according to our statistician, Ethan Cooperson. By the way, the last time Wisconsin scored 70 points, which obviously they're 4 away from, I'm a math major as well, 10 years ago, and it came in the 2012 Big Ten Championship game against Nebraska in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I remember sitting at home watching that game on television. Brett Bielema's team in Wisconsin, I mean, really laid it on in that game. Monty Ball had himself a day, didn't he?
Yeah, over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. But Badgers unlikely to get there today. 3rd down and 4. Completed to the outside to Chris Bellamy. 1st down. Gans with a run up the middle.
We got to settle this push-up thing now, because I don't like the way you left that off. I would say, actually, Rick would come in first.
Wow.
I know that he's an exercise fitness guy. I would be second. I'm at a disadvantage with as big as I am, believe it or not. This is a lot of weight to move. Okay, then you are a distant, very distant third.
Yeah, there's no question I would be a distant third. I'm just trying to save a little face up here. Thankfully, nobody can see me up here in the booth, so they can't tell that I'm 165 pounds soaking wet.
When they look at the on-cams, they can certainly tell.
2nd down and 6. And running it to the outside, Watkins, boy, he got hit late there, but no flag is going to come in. 3rd down and 1. Yeah, that's a big battle next week in Columbus. A lot of people down on Wisconsin after that loss to Washington State. And look, some people may be at home saying, hey, this is New Mexico State. They're struggling. They're going to be 0-4. What does this win mean? But I think it does get Paul Chryst and his guys confidence heading back in the right direction.
You get back on track. You get your passing game in a rhythm. Your running backs all get good run. Your defense comes out here and has itself a heck of a day. I don't care who you're playing. Being as stingy as they've been all day, effectively a shutout when your 1s and 2s were in the game is a very difficult thing to do. There are a lot of great takeaways from this one.
And that'll roll down the final few seconds. Paul Chryst and the Badgers got up 35-0 at intermission, and they cruise 66-7 is the final.